What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Wow, that must have hit like super close. Woo, scary. All right, guys, so today we have Cousin Gary's car here, and what we're gonna be doing on Cousin Gary's car is replacing the rat support. So like he said in his video, he's crashed his car way too many times, and in one of the times he crashed it, he hit somebody with this headlight, removed the tabs from the headlight. They're zip tied on now, and it's causing the front end to line up pretty badly. So we're gonna replace the rat support to get this front end to line up better. And before we can do that, we have to remove everything from here. So there's spot welds that go underneath the fenders, there's spot welds underneath the headlights, and underneath the bumper, obviously. So in order to get to that, we're gonna have to remove headlights, grill, bumper, fenders, and then we'll show you guys where all the spot welds are and the tools that we're gonna use in order to remove the red support on and red support off and put the new one on. So until Cousin Gary comes out, I'm gonna start taking things apart. Guys, so as you saw, Cousin Gary just removed the whole front end. So that includes fenders, bumper, headlights, fenders, I said that already, yeah. Headlights, the hood latch cable and assembly,
yeah, the harness wires that runs there.
And he even got carried away and removed an airbox.
Yeah,
that was right in here somewhere.
That was just, yeah, it was just sitting there since the car was stock pretty much.
All right, guys, before we go any further in this video, I think we need to address the elephant in the room. What is that on my face? So, in the time lapse, you can barely make it out, but I was eating a powdered donut, and I overindulged, and it got all over my face. And Cousin Gary, being the great cousin that he is, didn't tell me till we were well over halfway done with the rat support. So, you're gonna see a lot of this in the first half of this video, but I promise you I clean my face up later on. Just want to give a huge shout out to Cousin Gary for, you know, holding it down and not telling me anything till it was too late. Now, let's get back to the video. So with that being said, we just marked up all the spot welds that need to be done. We'll put a number on the screen here. So, you know, there's 2 down there, 3 or 4 here, same thing here. There's 1 down here that's oftenly missed, and then there's 2 up here. So I did my brother and we did the radiator support on his Civics a couple times, so we've been down this road before. Same thing here, they're all marked out. Again, the number of the spot welds will be put on the screen right here. So now you want to get the drill bits. Yeah. So now we're gonna start up the drills and just go to town on all these spot welds. So we're gonna have to remove all these, and this car wasn't really hit too bad, so I don't think there's any straightening. I think it was just the actual rat support. I think it was like this here that got tweaked.
Yeah, that one was pretty tweaked there.
If you guys can, well, I mean, I don't know, this may be right, but like the angle here looks a little off.
So my other concern is right here.
Looks like somebody was already in here though.
Yeah, my other concern is this right here. Like you can see that the rat support pulls more just to the left of the car, so I'm hoping that once we swap this out, that'll kind of straighten everything out here.
Yeah, so
these are the drill bits
right here we have Harbor Freight drill bits, and we can open one of these up real quick. Okay, so as you guys can see, it's a double edge. Sorry, my hands are filthy right now, but it's double edge. So this is the actual cutting piece here, and then they break pretty easily. So Cousin Gary bought, I think, 4 of them. Yeah, so each one should give us 2 bits. It'll be this one first, then when these teeth break, then we'll pull this out, switch it around, and then we'll use the bottom teeth here. I understand what you're saying. And then this here, this little point is basically what's gonna help us. We're gonna have to go with the actual drill bit first, and basically drill out the center, and then you push it down like this, and then once you push it down the center of the spot weld, and then it'll cut around the spot weld. So, like I said, we're about to load up the drills. the reason I didn't help cousin Gary is because I forgot all my tools at the other garage. So he brought all his tools so we could work in tandem, and I dropped the ball crazy. So he had to do that by himself, and I was just cleaning up and, you know, sitting on my phone, as you guys saw. So now we got 2 drills. Luckily I have a drill here, so we're gonna get right to work. All right, guys. So, whoa. So, we ended up changing plans halfway through because since his damage was only up top and we had already removed some of the top spot welds and the top just started coming off, we just decided to do that. So, take a step back, and there it is. So, we just did the top end. He does have a full rat support, so right now we're just gonna line it up with the other one and see if there's any much of a difference, and hoping that, I mean, because it's such a small variant when how his front end lines up now. I don't know if we'll be able to tell, but the other front end came off of a straight car, obviously. So we're gonna line it up and see if it's any different, and then we're gonna basically take those spot welds off and drill that one on, because that was actually a lot easier. And you know, cousin Gary and I only used one side of the drill bit. Cousin Gary used both sides of one.
And I didn't get not one actual spot weld removed.
Yeah, so as you guys see, like there's like a stud, so then the other radiator support should sit like literally on top of this one. This one got a little damaged. But yeah, same thing. There's like a little, like, let's see if I can show you guys. Okay. Like sticks up a little bit. This one also got a little messed up, but this is the one that was already like messed with a little bit. But yeah, and we did remove some of the lower ones. Those we will just like touch up, and we will weld all those flat, and then put some primer over them so they heal until cousin Gary decides he wants to paint this bag. You want to pull the other one out so we can take a look at it and compare them?
Yeah.
Here we have them. We still put the number of spot welds up there in case you guys were doing the whole rat support. But we decided to go this way, and as you guys can see, only do the top support. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17. Or there's less than 20 spot welds, so about 20. And this way is a million more. So I can't tell any differences realistically.
So the main one for me is right here. You can see that it kinks pretty good right here compared to right here, how it actually has a relatively good factory bend to it. This one was very, very kinked forward. It had exposed metal and everything, but I painted over that months ago so that it wouldn't like rust out and stuff. But it was very kinked there before.
Okay. So cousin Gary knows the difference.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just gonna remove the top spot welds of these and then put it up there and line it up before we weld it up, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, so let's get to it. Guys, so we got basically the top of the rat support on with just these clamps, and we got the front end line pretty good. We had to, we had to put on the fenders again and line them up to the hood as best as possible, because that's the only thing we really had to go off of. It looks pretty good. Now all we gotta do is take off, well, we're just gonna lift up the hood and start welding the spot welds in. We did come across a problem where the spot welds don't all line up, especially this one. But we came to the conclusion that if we line it up, it may like lift it up too much. Well, I think this one's the same, but this one's too far out, or they may actually be both too far out. With that being said, we're gonna lift up the hood, bring out the welder, line up the front, line up the spot welds as best as possible, and then start welding the front end in. So, see you guys on the time lapse.
See you.
So, as you guys saw, we put the front end back together. We welded everything up. Cousin Gary's not in the best of moods. How you doing, Gary?
I'm having a terrible day.
Guy's filthier than a pig in dirt. And so am I. So, with that being said, we did do the top rat support. I think we should have done the whole thing just because some of the spot welds didn't line up all the way.
Was that you?
It was my idea. Terrible. It wasn't a good idea. I think we would have just stuck to our initial plan. Probably would have had a little less trouble and have everything lined up better to the radiator, but it still lines up pretty good. Gary's happy with the way the fenders line up, but the bumper, as you guys can see this gap here, I think we just got to mess with the grommets and the hood latch some more, because I think right now we have the hood latch all the way up. So if we lower the grommets and lower the latch, it'll basically close this gap here. You know, smaller here, larger there. So I think that's it. Gary is having his whole car repainted, and he does have, like he said in this video, a complete front end minus the hood, or he has a carbon fiber hood. Yeah. So he's gonna have a full front end on this car when he sends it to paint. It'll all be done correctly. So with that being said, thank you for watching us do this half-ass radiator support install, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Hope you guys enjoyed.